Modern courtship, human sexuality, and mating. For my final project, I'm going to be discussing modern dating habits and relate them to past mating strategies. Human sexual behavior is very flexible and can change based on what's most adaptive at the time. If adult mortality is high, humans would take a more promiscuous approach, and if adult mortality is low, humans would be more monogamous. But each strategy comes with different costs and benefits. The cost of a promiscuous mating strategy would be parental uncertainty, but the benefit is there'll be more males to help raise offspring. Humans have developed biological adaptations to deal with promiscuous mating strategies. For example, men have an increased testis size when compared to monogamous primates to increase the amount of sperm produced. The penis shape also helps to expel sperm from competitive maters from a woman while mating. The female orgasm also helps to increase chances of fertilization when mating with an ideal partner. Humans have also developed behavioral adaptations to deal with promiscuous mating strategies. Both men and women respond with equal acuity when they hear a child cry, but women respond more quickly to this cry. This could be because the threshold for direct care from a man is higher than it is from a woman. This is because if paternity is uncertain, a man would not want to waste time or resources on a child that is not his. One example that helps prove this point is the TT monkey. This is one of the most monogamous primates, and the father actually holds the child 93% of the time. The child is completely bonded to the father and will seek him for emotional support and care. And this is because that if the paternity is 100% certain, the father is able to give exclusive care to that child. Now that we've reviewed the history of human sexual relations, let's look at sex in our culture today. 10% of all TV commercials contain sexual content, and that is more for magazines and internet ads. So many TV shows, media, movies all stress the importance of sex. Modern advancements in medical technology have made the availability and affordability of contraception go up. In the US, 62% of women of reproductive age use contraception, most commonly the birth control pill. This has helped make a disconnect between reproduction and sex. No longer would someone have to sacrifice sexual pleasure for the responsibility of raising a child. This table helps to show the effectiveness of different contraception methods. As I stated before, the birth control pill is the most popular form of contraception and is more than 90% effective within the first 12 months of use. Even proper fertility awareness can help decrease the chances of having an unwanted pregnancy during sex. This is all to help set the groundwork for a culture that completely disconnects sex from reproduction, hookup culture. Hookup culture is described as sexual relations outside of a committed or romantic relationship. This is most popular among college campuses, college-age students, and its motivation is mainly sexual gratification. In many ways, hookup culture is the new promiscuous mating strategy for people. New dating strategies have made hookup culture more possible. Online dating, for example, brings people into contact with each other from all over the globe at the touch of a hand. But this also helps researchers examine online dating trends. In a study that looked at a population of eHarmony users ages 20 to 90 years, found that men of all ages rated sexual attraction of their partner more important than women did. Additionally, young men ages 20 to 29 rated communication with their partner as being the least important. This could be an adaptation to a promiscuous mating strategy, especially when you look at young men, ages 20 to 29, in the height of their reproductive age. They would like to be with as many partners as possible. Changes in society can also lead to changes in mating behavior. For example, when a society becomes more democratic, more mating opportunities are available. In the past, elite males who held most of the power were able to not only have wives, but mistresses, concubines, until advancements in coercive technology resulted in a more democratic society. One example we learned from class was that cheap available firearms were able to take power away from elite males and made more opportunities for other groups. When elite males hold less of the power than before, more groups are able to have mating opportunities. One example that holds true for recent history is interracial couples. In 1980, the amount of newlyweds who were an interracial couple was only 3.2%. But in 2013, 12% of newlywed couples were interracial, and 6.3% of all marriages in the United States were interracial. LGBT individuals have also been able to benefit from a more democratic society. This is also a very special case because for LGBT individuals, sex and reproduction are completely separate things. A study that looked at the dating preferences of heterosexual men and homosexual men found that homosexual men sought short-term sexual encounters more than heterosexual men did, but both sought a wider age range of partners when it comes to these sexual encounters. This is very reminiscent of a promiscuous mating habits, but with one major difference. Instead of being evolutionary adaptive for increasing the likelihood of your genes being passed on to the next generation, this is solely for an increase of sexual gratification and pleasure. No matter which mating strategy a person chooses, it would always be advantageous to cheat on said strategy. A study in Norway in 2007 found that 24% of heterosexual people have cheated on their significant other, and 49% of gay, lesbian, and bisexual individuals have cheated on their significant other. Additionally, 29% of men and 23% of women reported that they cheated on their significant other while married or living together. Although promiscuous mating strategies were effective in the past because it meant an increase in the number of offspring in the next generation, in today's culture where sex and reproduction are disconnected, it only means an increase in sexual gratification. I predict if these trends continue in the future, social monogamy, or two people living together, working together, sharing resources, but are not sexually exclusive, will be more widely accepted. One study looked at college students who participated in hookup culture and asked them what kind of relationships they want in the future. A vast majority all stated that they would like traditional monogamous relationships. Whether this is because of social pressures or desire to have a traditional family would be interesting to find out.